Hey guys, and welcome to Day to Day Scott, where I bring daily content on entrepreneurship and personal growth. So how do I bring you that daily content? Well, what I do as an entrepreneur, and as an entrepreneur you will know yourself, we learn a lot. So all I simply do is I blog my daily learnings, what I've learned from each day or the past few days, and then I will chat to this camera, to you, about it. Now, why is that interesting? Why should you care? Well, a number of things. One, you get to see the real journey of an entrepreneur, which I think is very interesting, especially if you are an entrepreneur yourself and you are doing the journey and delving into your first company. It can be a scary process, and I think just having someone there that you can resonate with, just be thinking the same, and we're going to have very similar feelings towards things, I think it can really help. And that's again another reason I do this, is to engage a platform, to engage a community of entrepreneurs that are going to feel confident to talk to one another, and feel transparent and confident to actually engage and talk about any issues they're facing, whether that's business or emotional. And I say emotional because business is a stressful game. It's a hard game, and that's another unique thing about my channel. You're going to see me in my ups and you're going to see me in my downs. So you're going to see every aspect of me. I'm going to make it as real as possible, as transparent as possible, as to the bone as I can possibly bring myself to do. So that is the aim. Bring a community together, let you learn from me, I learn from, reconfirm my knowledge, I'll throw things at you sometimes. So it's just a learning platform for entrepreneurs, basically. So join the journey. This is an interesting video because this is something I've been struggling with since I started business, even before, probably for a very long time, but I'd probably say I've recognized it a lot more in the past 2 months, and I think that's just because I do a lot of things that help me become a lot more self-aware. So I'm just gonna sharpen that up. Sorry, it does that sometimes, to be more self-aware, which is great, because now I'm aware of something. So I'm really gonna hone down on this, and I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs are gonna struggle this as well because of our hectic lifestyles. I think it's very difficult to understand how to get back into the swing of things when you suddenly have to do something different for a few days and then jump back into the office. It's a weird transition, and we're going to discuss it today, and the stresses and some things that can get around it. So stay tuned and we'll talk about that. Welcome back. So, Daily Blog 66. I know it should be 67. I'm sorry. And this is going to be one of the reasons to why I'm doing this video. Obviously, you're supposed to do a digital marketing video every Tuesday, and I'm very good at and very harsh on myself if I miss anything. I think since starting this, I want to say I've not missed more than 3 days, but I've always then backlogged the videos and done the extra videos on every day, because I'm very, very hard on myself with making this a routine, and I believe it is. But sometimes life and work does get in the way, and that's what happened yesterday. I had a full-on weekend, amazing weekend, and then I managed to get one out Monday, luckily, but then I was travelling all day in London, I was working a lot in London, and then Tuesday it was just a full-on day. It was up at 6, and I wasn't back till about 3 in the morning, so crazy day, but an amazing day. Loads of strategy meetings, just meeting after meeting, call after call in London, but really, really exciting stuff. It's all just setting some stuff up for 2018 with some of the brands I work with and some brands that are coming on, which I'll let you know when they do. So unbelievably excited, unbelievably pumped for next year, because there's some outstanding opportunities that could really be a game changer for my company. Absolutely. So I'm nothing but excited for next year. But that's the reason I didn't do a video, because I literally couldn't fit it in. But what I will tell you, I did manage to do a video on Tuesday. It just wasn't actually put up. I'll be putting up this Saturday, and that was an interview with an unbelievably motivational guy called Ollie Forsyth, and I actually work with Ollie. I'll delve into that into the interview, and I'll leave that to it. But he's a very young lad. He's 19 years old. He's a very young lad, and he's doing very well for himself. And had the pleasure to jump in and do some work with him yesterday and work in his offices, and it was really good fun. But you'll see that interview on Saturday, and that's a truly inspirational one, so do stay tuned for that one. So let me stop ranting, because I think I've just ranted for, let's see, oh wow, I've ranted for 5 minutes and you probably don't care. So there's my plea of why I didn't go do anything yesterday. But I think it comes down to this thing of getting back into the swing of things. And I haven't structured this video, by the way. I'm just doing this off the limb, so I've got no structure to this video, so it might be a bit more iffy. But I've always struggled with this issue, because I think when it's routines, isn't it? I'm in my routine. I get up at whatever. Let's say, well, I aim to start work for 10. I aim to start work at 10, so I'm usually up at 9 or 8, depending if I do fitness in the morning. I can't at the moment because I'm injured. So that's a routine. I get up, I have breakfast, and I start work at 10, and I'll give or take, I'll work till about 6 at night. I'll be honest, I work till probably about 10 at night. It's usually 10 till 10, I'm not going to lie. It's what I do. Whether that's right, I don't know. But anyway, that's my routine, and as crazy as that might sound, it works for me, because like I get used to it, and I get a lot of work done. But suddenly when you take me out of that routine and you tell me I've got to be at meetings in other places, which I absolutely love. I'm not saying that I'm not. I love going to other places. It's a lot more interesting than just sitting in my office. I say my office, it's my dining room that I've taken over, let's be honest. But it's just interesting that when I get taken out of my routine and I go, so I went to London, had a few days there, worked there, and then come back. Yes, to be fair, I was knackered after an unbelievably nearly 24 hours of travelling and work. But at the end of the day, you have to get back into that routine straight away, especially when you're in the week, because business doesn't stop. Business doesn't care if you're tired, if you're ill. That's the scary thing when you work on your own, is that it lands on me. So if I don't get up, if I don't do the work of the day, nothing happens in the business. There's no one there to do anything. So it's purely on me. So if I'm not going to pick up the phone, I did actually miss a phone call today. I called them back and stuff, obviously, but I did miss it this morning because I could not get up because I was just so tired. But when I did get up and finally started working, which was later than expected, I struggled to get into the routine of working again, like just getting into. I just think it's whenever I tend to take myself out of my routine, it just really messes with myself, and I don't know if I'm trying to reward myself because I feel like, oh, I've done so well the past few days, I can just take a really chill day. I don't know, or whether it's just it's sort of put a stump to my routine, so now I struggle to get back into it. I don't know. It's something I struggle with at the moment. So my work today hasn't been very efficient. We did have some amazing opportunities today, which is fantastic. But it wasn't efficient, nowhere near. Let's say I work 100% usually. I would say it's probably about 40 today. Yeah, pretty terrible, really. So why is that though? That's what I'm trying to get at, is why is that? And I'll be honest, you might not really get the answer in this video because, like I said, these are blogs and I'm just going to just speak to the camera sometimes and just discuss issues that I have. And that's one that I have, is trying to understand, trying to understand how you get back into that routine. I don't know. Tell me in the comments. I don't know. But that's, I would like to, oh, it's gone blurry again. I apologise for that. It really does my nutting when it does that. If you struggle with this, do let me know. I guess it's just about, it's discipline at the end of the day. Discipline is what's going to get you sorted. But that's another thing altogether. It's very difficult to be disciplined. I think one thing that is definitely affecting me is my fitness. Not being able to do as much exercise recently is really, I think, really affecting my discipline. Because I love it so much, like even on the days I don't want to do it, I'll do it. And I feel that really has a huge impact on the rest of your work day. So I think that I tend to go a bit lazier, I think, and not as effective whenever my fitness stops. So I think maybe that's a factor. But at the end of the day, I've got to be able to adapt. So if my fitness suddenly stops because of an injury, business doesn't give a shit about anyone. It's going to be running no matter what. So I need to find a way to basically adapt to different situations, adapt to different scenarios, and then snap back into my routine very quickly when I come back from like a very different routine. It's that snapback, and I think it comes down to discipline. So, I think I just need to be more disciplined. I think everyone can be really more disciplined at the end of the day, because that's how you're going to win in business at the end of the day. Just being unbelievably disciplined is, and why I say that is because, especially at the start, when you're starting out a business, when you're on your own, without discipline, you haven't got a chance. Your discipline and focus is everything, because, you can have all the knowledge up here, but it's a grind. It takes time. But no matter how much knowledge you have, nothing's going to happen overnight. Overnight success that's a load of crap. There's nothing's going to happen overnight. It's going to just be days and days, maybe even years. Well, yes, years, sorry, of just hard work. Whether you know it all or not, it's going to take time. And if you don't have the discipline, you're going to burn out very quickly, and you're going to give up very quickly, and you're going to carry on thinking you're being productive. Remember when I said that quote, mistaking busyness for productivity? I think that's a really big one. You really need to think about that one. That really threw me when I heard that. You work for 10 years and you just you move 5 meters, compared to if you were disciplined, you'd move 1,000,000 meters or whatever. But I think discipline's hugely important, and I guess that's what's going to win when it comes to getting back into the swing of things. And I think my fitness I know my fitness definitely helps me there, so that's definitely... Okay, anyway, I'll stop ranting on. Either way, to my knowledge right now, fitness helps. It's about discipline. These are the takeaways. Fitness helps. Discipline always helps. And it's just building those routines like this video. Even though I couldn't get one out yesterday, I'm on it today, and I'm tired, and I got one out on Monday. I don't know how I did Monday, but I got one out on Monday, and I did do one Tuesday, I just didn't get it out. I don't think that's because I broke, obviously I have broken the routine, but I don't think that's because it's not now a routine. I just genuinely did not have a second, just because I would have had to make another video. It was so full on, so many meetings. Anyway, this is one to think about. I think I've gone and just spoken to the camera now for quite a while, and you're probably quite bored, so I'll leave it be. Some exciting things is I'm not going to do the digital marketing video today, just because I'm on 40%, as I said at the start of the video. I'm on the 40% rate of work efficiency, not 100%, so... learning curves. So, but I will obviously do one. I'll do one tomorrow, so you'll have 2 videos tomorrow. 100% I'll give you that digital marketing, because it's a really interesting one. It's going to be I'll tell you, it's going to be about Facebook Watch. Someone brought it up in a talk I did, and I literally hadn't done any research in it, so I couldn't give him my answer on my view on it, but I've been doing a bit of research recently, and it's actually a lot more interesting than I was expecting, and it could actually be quite a heavy competitor to YouTube. I was pretty shocked when I looked up the research, so I think that's going to be fascinating to talk about. I think it's going to be big for you to talk about as well. So that's going to be tomorrow, as well as another blog. So 2 videos tomorrow. Another exciting thing tomorrow is that the competition winner. We had a competition for personal branding. I have the mentor session tomorrow. I think it's at 4 o'clock. So I'm really excited for that. I have that mentoring session tomorrow. So that should be really good fun. Really excited for that. Have that and absolutely smash the personal branding. So absolutely brilliant. Anyway, guys, please do subscribe to my channel at Scott Mears, where you are now. My Twitter at ScottMears_, and my Facebook at Scott Mears Entrepreneur. As always, guys, the best way to predict the future is create. Go out there, create your future. This was Day to Day Scott. It was an absolute pleasure. I'll see you tomorrow in 2 videos. I love you, and I'll leave you. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.